Raghav lived in a crumbling wooden shack at the edge of a forgotten village. Each morning he woke up to the same reality: empty stomach, torn clothes, and no hope. He wandered through streets with a tired look, holding a battered tin bowl. People passed him by as if he were invisible. His only companions were stray dogs and the echo of his own disappointment. One day, while taking a different route, he stumbled upon something strange: a tall mirror standing beside a broken fence. It wasn't just any mirror. It was clean, untouched by dust or time. Curious, Raghav stepped in front of it. What he saw stunned him. Instead of his ragged figure, the mirror reflected a smartly dressed man, a version of himself wearing a crisp suit, holding a leather briefcase, with confidence glowing in his eyes. The man looked successful, powerful, and content. For a moment, Raghav thought he was dreaming. He stepped back, but the image remained. That night, he couldn't sleep. The mirror haunted him. Was that really me, he asked himself. Or is that the man I could be? For the first time in years, a spark lit inside him, not of envy, but of possibility. Maybe, just maybe, he wasn't born to beg forever. Maybe he could rewrite his story. That mirror didn't just show his reflection, it showed his potential. Raghav returned to the mirror the next day. And the day after. He couldn't explain it, but it became his secret motivator. He would stand in front of it, stare at the successful version of himself, and feel something shift inside him. Slowly, a transformation began. He started picking up old newspapers from the trash to read headlines. He borrowed a broken pen and scribbled down new words on scraps of paper. Every night, under a flickering candle, he wrote one goal: change my thinking. Change my life. People mocked him. The beggar thinks he's a king, they laughed. But Raghav no longer heard them. His eyes were fixed on the mirror's version of himself. In his imagination, he saw himself shaking hands with businesspeople, giving speeches, living in a home with windows and bookshelves. It wasn't easy. He went days without proper food. His hands bled from labor he took up to earn a little. But he stayed committed. Each time he felt weak, he walked back to the mirror, looked at the man in the suit, and whispered, "I'm becoming you." He didn't need anyone to believe in him. The mirror had given him the only belief that mattered: belief in himself. And that belief was growing stronger with each passing day. 10 years later, the village didn't recognize him. Raghav stepped out of a shining black car, dressed in a tailored navy suit. His beard was neatly trimmed, his eyes filled with quiet strength. Children ran up to him calling, "Sir, sir." Villagers who once laughed at him now lowered their eyes with respect. He had returned, not as a beggar, but as a best-selling author and speaker. He walked to the old road where the mirror once stood. It was gone now, but he remembered every detail: the frame, the dust around it, the feeling it gave him. He stood there silently, letting the wind pass over him. In his hand was the same leather briefcase from the mirror, now real. That mirror had changed everything, but not by magic. It had forced him to see what he could be. His journey wasn't easy. There were times he almost gave up, days he cried himself to sleep. But he never stopped visualizing that man in the mirror. And now, he had become him. Standing at that spot, Raghav looked up and whispered, "Thank you," not to the mirror, but to himself. To the version of him that refused to stay broken. The version that dared to dream. He realized then, change doesn't begin in the world around you. It begins in your mind. If her story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this is Text to Heart, where stories speak to your soul and awaken your spirit.